Welcome to Sphere Finance. I am Pricetime and you're watching Sphere TV. In this video, I'm going to explain the Dystopia-Penrose-Preon loop from a bird's eye view, show you how it will attract even deeper liquidity to Dystopia, and discuss how it will bring even more revenue to Sphere. But first, over 34% of you watching are not subscribed. So if you end up enjoying the video and haven't already, subscribe. It helps support the channel, and by ringing the bell, you will automatically be notified when we create new content. Shout out to the over 65% of you watching who are subscribed. You know who you are, and thank you. Sphere has been incubating multiple projects to build decentralized financial services. Dystopia and Penrose are the curve and convex of Sphere's ecosystem. They serve to provide incentives for liquidity providers and governance stakers to create a positive feedback loop or engine for increasing liquidity depths. Deep liquidity is important for automatically routing swaps thanks to low slippage, allowing Dystopia, Penrose, and ultimately Sphere to earn revenue from those swap fees. But of course, Sphere is not stopping there. The next building block within the Sphere ecosystem was announced June 2nd, 2022 during the Sphere AMA with the House of Obsidian. During that AMA, Preon was announced as the new protocol within the Sphere ecosystem. Preon will allow you the ability to deposit your stablecoin Penrose LP tokens as collateral to borrow the Preon stablecoin. Let's take several steps back to show you how this all works. First off, liquidity is like the lifeblood or water of finance. It is always needed, and where there is more of it, more financial activity can thrive. Within crypto and DeFi, liquidity must be built or provided by pairing two or more tokens together into a collective liquidity pool. This liquidity pool gives users the ability to swap between these tokens in the pool, and the providers of that liquidity are then able to earn fees from that pool's swap activity. When you pair your tokens and deposit them into an automated market maker like Dystopia, you become a liquidity provider, and you get a receipt called a liquidity provider token. From now on, I'll simply refer to this receipt or liquidity provider token as an LP. In this case, because the liquidity was deposited into Dystopia, it is a Dystopia LP. That Dystopia LP has inherent value because you can always withdraw your LP back to its underlying assets at any time. Since that Dystopia LP has inherent value, it can then itself be staked to earn additional rewards. For example, that Dystopia LP can then be staked in Dystopia to earn rewards. However, you can instead stake your Dystopia LP into Penrose for boosted rewards. Essentially, because of those boosted staking rewards through Penrose, you will always want to stake your Dystopia LP into Penrose, simply because it is more profitable to do so. As a receipt for staking your Dystopia LP into Penrose, you will receive a Penrose LP. Just like how your Dystopia LP has intrinsic value thanks to its underlying assets, your Penrose LP or receipt also has intrinsic value for the same reasons. You can always reverse the process to redeem your Penrose LP back to your Dystopia LP, and then back to your initially paired tokens. In the past, that was where the journey would typically end. But this is Sphere, and Sphere revolutionizes decentralized finance. Preon is a new protocol that is being incubated by Sphere that recognizes the value of the Penrose LP. Users will be able to use Preon to deposit their stablecoin Penrose LPs as collateral, except this time, instead of receiving another receipt, Preon will allow you to borrow the Preon stablecoin. This opens near limitless potential for you. With Preon, you regain access to the majority of your initial capital while still earning the boosted rewards of Dystopia through Penrose. You are, of course, free to use your Preon stablecoins however best suits your needs. One potential option is that you may wish to leverage your stablecoin Penrose LP position to earn even more rewards. Please be advised that all collateralized loans carry a risk of liquidation, and when you leverage, you stand to lose even more in the event of liquidation. Thankfully, that risk is mitigated because Preon will only accept stablecoin Penrose LPs. To get back your stablecoin Penrose LP, you will need to use the Preon stablecoin to pay back what you owe on your loan interest-free. That's right, Preon will only charge a small deposit and withdrawal fee and does not charge any interest on your loan. So overall, what exactly does this mean? You will be able to leverage your stablecoin yields through Dystopia, Penrose, and Preon. After depositing your stablecoin Penrose LP into Preon and receiving Preon stablecoins in return, you can choose to swap your Preon stablecoins for more of the initial assets you used to build your initial Dystopia LP. You can then go through this same process again and again and again to earn even bigger and bigger and bigger yields. Ultimately, this means that with Preon, you will gain access to massive yields on stablecoins, and it also means that more and more liquidity will be deposited into Dystopia. More liquidity in Dystopia means more swaps get routed through Dystopia, means more fees to Dystopia and Penrose users, meaning more people are incentivized to deposit liquidity there, meaning more liquidity, meaning, well, you get the idea. Not to mention how attractive the Dystopia-Penrose-Preon loop will be for users on Polygon and, eventually, cross-chain, further deepening liquidity pools and profits. Now, how exactly does Sphere fit into all of this? Well, Dystopia, Penrose, and Preon all generate revenue from their protocol fees. With high profits comes high usage, and with high usage comes high revenue from fees. That fee revenue is then distributed to holders of the governance or voting tokens of each protocol, of which Sphere is the kingpin. As previously discussed, Sphere will then be able to use that revenue to buy and burn Sphere for token deflation to increase the price of Sphere for all Sphere investors. Now, even if you're only understanding a small percentage of the information I'm sharing with you, that is okay. This is an entirely different paradigm from traditional finance, and there is a lot to learn. Active participation and baby steps are key to building your understanding, and we're here to help. Please ask questions and keep taking action because it is well worth it. The best place to reach out for help or contact us is through the Sphere Finance Discord. The link is in the description below, as well as links to the official website and other useful links, including for Dystopia and Penrose. You can also leave a comment below with your question, and we will do our best to help educate you and the community. After all, this video and channel is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. I'll continue to post updates and informational videos about Sphere Finance, so be sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out. Click the link on screen now to watch another video. Thanks for watching, and always remember that you matter for who you are.